Bang, let's get it. Yesterday we put three pick entries. We got one to go down for the 4.2s, leaving us up 2 units. Let's see if we could do it again or better. Gunnar Henderson, he has scored a run. He has scored a run in 6 of his last 10 games. Implied probability has him to score at 54%. Why? FanDuel, DraftKings, they're both leaning heavily under. You can't even play the under on him to score a run on FanDuel or DraftKings. Fanatics has it at -165 to go over. We get it at -115 on the 2-pick entry if it's straight up to pay out 3.5s. We take Gunnar Henderson to score a run. Next player I saw is Pete Alonso to score a run. He's also scored in 60% of the last 10 games. And let's go see what FanDuel has it at. $140 to go over. Fanatics has it as $150 to go over. You can't even play the under on FanDuel, Caesar, DraftKings, or Fanatics. We get it at -115. If it's straight up, you already know this would be our second pick. Let's look at Pete Alonso. I can't spell. Let's look at Pete Alonso to score a run. Is it straight up? It is. Bang. But see, they play on the same team. And we're going to have to add another player from a different team. Somebody I wanted to look at was Kyle Schwarber. He's just been balling, but he's not. We don't have any advantage on the line from what I'm looking at. But let's look at the unders really quick. No, I'm not even gonna look at the unders. I know there's no value there. I also saw that there wasn't any value on a ton of plays looking at Daily Grind Fantasy. But back to pickfinder.app, we're gonna hop over to the WNBA to get a third play for this first slip. I go to the WNBA. I gotta put my filters on. Hit apply. WNBA. I don't want to see what's trending yet. Hold on. Anything trending? No. Kill that. Go to implied probability. Chance of the overhitting. See if we got anything. Not really, but Aaliyah Boston points and rebounds is at 24.5. She hasn't hit it at a tremendous rate, but still, I'm looking at where these specific books have it listed at. DraftKings, FanDuel's, and something like Fanatics. Fanatics got a split. DraftKings is leaning. You can't even play the under here. And then FanDuel has it at -128. To go over, we get it at -115. If it's available, straight up, let's look at Aaliyah Boston for the third pick here. Aaliyah, A-L-I-Y-A. Whoa. Let's look at Aaliyah Boston and see what she does. If it's straight up, Aaliyah Boston, this points and rebounds at 24.5. Boom, it is straight up. This 3-pick entry should give us, because Gunnar and Pete Alonso on the same team, they nerfed the payout. So this isn't valuable enough to play, as the 3-pick entry only pays out 5.3s. But if I remove Pete Alonso, this 2-pick entry with Aaliyah Boston and Gunnar Henderson should pay out 3.5s. And it does, and that's what we're playing. Pick slip number 1 is Aaliyah Boston to go over 24.5 points and rebounds, and Gunnar Henderson to score a run. But I must keep Pete Alonso just on a separate slip. So I'm gonna take Pete Alonso. To score a run on the next slip higher, and see if I can pair it with, who is this? Ozzy Fudd? That's a weird name. Hold on. Damn, did that shit change on me that quickly? Let's see if anybody has a chance of hitting under if it's sharp. Nah, not really. This is crazy. We don't have a ton of value, which I'm not mad at. It's just that's the way it is sometimes. Let's see what's trending. Nothing to the over, anything to the under. We got Alyssa Thomas. The implied probability is split at 50-50. However, she has gone under 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists 80% of the time over the last 10 games. Let's see who she faces. It's against the Fever. She crushes it against the Fever. However, she hasn't played them this season. All of these games are from last season and beyond, which is weird how they haven't played the Fever yet. Go back to all. She just ain't getting there this year. Well, she hasn't gotten there so far this year. 30 points, rebounds, and assists. And if you look at the defensive matchup, you know the Fever is a top 10 defense. And then versus the forward position that Alyssa Thomas plays, the Fever are ninth, allowing 14.9 points, rebounds, and assists. Her line is at 30.5. We're taking the under here just for that. So it's Pete Alonso to score a run, and then it's Alyssa. And then it's Alyssa. How you spell this? Alyssa Thomas to go under 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Bang, that should pay out 3.5x, and it does. We playing that. I don't have any bonuses. Nope. Again, that just wasn't a lot. I want to go back to the MLB and see if I can catch anything trending. Let's see. We got a couple of plays at 80%. Oh, look at Josh Bell over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Look at the implied probability, split straight down the middle. Josh Bell, who he faces off against, or who's the starting pitcher. Who was that? Eric Lauer. Josh Bell, he has 19 at-bats versus the starting pitcher. Batting .316, has 1 home run, 6 RBIs. I'm taking it just for that. That's just 2 data points. That's more than enough. Josh Bell to go over 1.5 hit runs and RBI if it is straight up. We're not doing any dynamic payouts. Josh Bell over 1.5 hit runs and RBI is straight up. Now this 2-pick entry. Oh, I need another play. That plays straight up, but to add another 2-pick entry, another play for the 2-pick entry to hit at 3.5x. Michael Harris has got back on the run. He was cold early in the year, but he missed a ton of games. But still, with that said, he comes back and goes. He come back from a couple games missed. Maybe it was just one. He didn't play, and the bat was hot. Then sat out 2 games. Still, over the games that he's played, we look like the bat's hot. Let's look at the lineup and see who he faces off against. It's Michael King, the pitcher. He has 6 at-bats, batting .500. He has 6 at-bats, batting .500 versus Michael King. This is just a starting pitcher, however. Obviously, the implied probability is split. No one has a really juice. FanDuel at -120 and DraftKings at -112, but you can't even play the under here. That means something to me. That means I'm taking Michael Harris to go over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. We got Josh Bell, and let's do Michael Harris. Why I can't spell? Let's do Josh Bell and Michael Harris. What? Is he going to be out again? Why is there a line? Go to the MLB. Go to the Braves game. Who do the Braves play today? Where is it? Atlanta. They play San Diego, I think. Michael King pitches for San Diego. Now let's see if we can find Michael Harris. There it is. And it's straight up. We got 2 picks. Josh Bell, higher than 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Michael Harris, higher than 1.5 hit runs and RBI. That 2-pick entry pays out 3.5x. We all over that. Dang, let's get it. Damn, I didn't screenshot any of them. But those are the plays. I'm gonna read them off before I get out of here. It's gonna be a short video because we don't have a ton of value, but that's just to get something down. We're in. Got a couple of sharp plays, a couple of trending plays, and we'll see how they go. Again, 3 2-pick entries, all pay out 3.5x. Let's run it. Kelsey Plum didn't handle that today, man. Kelsey Plum didn't handle that. Jake Madden went over. That's not the step I hit, so I didn't care about that one. But still, she had 22 points, rebounds, and assists. Anyway, we got Josh Bell over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Michael Harris over the same line. The next play is Alyssa Thomas to go under 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Pete Alonso to score a run. And the last one is Aaliyah Boston over 24.5 points of rebounds. And then Gunnar Henderson to score a run. And I think that'll do it. As you saw, we don't have any short plays. I'm here to refresh again to see if anything pops up. But it isn't. I've already checked it a number of times. But I think that'll do it. Again, this is pickfinder.app. The code is really Rico. You get 10% off for life. With that said, I'm out. I'm really Rico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.